Good evening. Welcome to Channel 7 News at 7. Today we have an interesting news segment. We're going to start first with our breaking news of what happened earlier this afternoon. Today, in the Brown versus Board case, the Supreme Court overruled Plessy versus Ferguson and declared that racially segregated facilities are inherently unequal and ordered that all public schools be desegregated. Black parents all over are raving about this decision, but many still don't believe that this decision will be safe for their kids and are saying that they still won't send their kids to the white schools. White parents, not so much. Texas white parents of Central High School students became outraged by the Supreme Court decision in the Brown versus Board case for probable causes like it going against the Equal Protection Clause of the 14th Amendment. One parent said that they may make it illegal for them to keep blacks out of school for the teachers and principals, but he will try his best to ensure that he and a group of parents with the same views will keep those ignorant black people away from their sons and daughters. More coming up after these words from our sponsors.
If there was a child right in front of you, sitting all alone, crying in pain from hunger, near death from sickness. And what if all you had to do was reach into your pocket and pull out 50 cents to save that child's life? This is that child, and this is that moment. Go online and join UNICEF with your $15 monthly gift. It's only 50 cents a day, and it means you'll get these children the critical help they need to survive. Please go online now, because that child in front of you can't wait another moment.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Wanda.
Wanda who?
Want to try some artificial ingredients in bars from Mars?
Never! Artificial is a nasty word at Mars.
Yes, everything is for real in bars from Mars. Snickers, for instance, are a delectable blend of the world's finest pure milk chocolate. Fluffy whites of whole fresh eggs. Plump fresh roasted peanuts. And fresh grade A milk to make a luscious malted milk and caramel treat studded with crunchy peanuts. Yes, for real candy satisfaction, try Snickers. One taste tells you why everything is for real in candy bars from Mars. Why the best candy on Earth comes from Mars.
And we're back. In the case of Plessy versus Ferguson that was overturned today was a case that upheld state racial segregation laws for public facilities under the doctrine of separate but equal. This meant that blacks could not join the whites in school, but even though the schools were segregated, the Supreme Court thought that it was still not going against the Constitution because the blacks were still considered equal. Today, this all changed with the decision of the Brown versus Board case. Here's Bill Russell on his thoughts.
Live out on location, we have Mr. Bill Russell. Mr. Russell, how do you feel about the overturn of the separate but equal decision?
I think it's incredible that I get to play with a new variety of basketball players.
How do you feel about parents scared to send black kids to white schools?
See, I was once scared to go and play with white men during college. It's not that bad once they are able to understand that you're a human too, just a different color. So send your kids, but pull them when it or if they say the problems are too big to cope with.
Thanks, Bill.
Now, the decision made today is a humongous step considering in 1857 we were arguing about the Dred Scott case with the Supreme Court that decided U.S. Congress did not have the power to prohibit slavery in federal territories, and slaves as private property could not be taken away without due process. Basically, slaves will remain slaves in non-slave states, and slaves could not sue because they were not citizens. The 14th Amendment guarantee equal rights in every state in the country has made steps in becoming fully equal. Court cases like today have affected civil rights such as allowing kids of different color to attend the same school with the same privileges. More coming up after these words from our sponsors.
Hello, I'm Jean Carr McCarthy, and I'm asking you to vote for my husband, Joseph McCarthy. He's running for U.S. Representative. America can be a major player in the world with him as U.S. Representative. Military leaders from all across the United States have known communist ties. They have a need to send us the war because they profit from it, and my husband aims to fix it. A vote for Joseph McCarthy is a vote for a Marine Corps veteran, a vote to get big government out of our economy, and a vote to return this country back to its roots. In order to quote Ronald Reagan, one must say, in times such as this in this world, government is not the solution to our problem. Government is the problem. Vote McCarthy.
Kool-Aid. A 5-cent package makes 2 quarts of Kool-Aid. 9 great flavors, the drink you love. Kool-Aid.
For the very best drink you ever made.
Kool-Aid.
Be sure that the envelope says Kool-Aid.
You can give your youngsters a lot of pleasure with Kool-Aid. You know it's pure and good. It has the Parents Magazine seal. And it's so thrifty. A 5-cent package makes 2 full quarts. Just add Kool-Aid to water with ice. Add some sugar and stir.
For the very best drink you ever made.
Be sure that the envelope says Kool-Aid.
Today in sports, the New York Giants won the World Series. This comes as a surprise to many considering that the New York Giants were planning on moving the team to San Francisco. In other news, the Lakers beat the Seattle Supersonics by a score of 104-87. That's all for sports. Back to you, Vincent. Now to Vincent with weather. I'm coming to you live from downtown. We have thunderstorm warnings in Pulaski County, Saline, and White. If you're out on the roads, please get home now. A big breakthrough. We're sad to say we lost loved ones like Robert Adair, Bobby Ball, and Charlie Armstrong. All were great men, and we wish their families well. Now to Vincent with crime. Today in crime, according to FBI reports, several meetings between mafia leaders are observed in Los Angeles, California, Chicago, Illinois, and Mount Sinai, New Jersey. The Italian-American Mafia is a highly organized Italian-American criminal society. It has its roots in the Sicilian Mafia, but is a separate organization in the United States. The Mafia participates in things like illegal gambling operations, loan sharking, extortion, protection rackets, drug trafficking, fencing, and labor racketeering through control of labor unions. That's all we have for today. Join us tomorrow when we will have Jackie Robinson in the studio. Also, we will be discussing the U.S. House of Representatives election results. Coming up next on the West Coast is Walker, Texas Ranger. And on the East Coast is the season finale of the Ed Sullivan Show. I'm your host, Vincent. Have a good day.